It's the grandson of Right Thought. It's written that evil communication corrupts good manners. So if you consider yourself to have good manners or good dealings when you deal with yourself and others, what happens when you hang around people that have evil communication, evil conversation when you talk to them? They're wicked as hell, in other words. If this is a family member, a friend, a spouse, co-worker, doesn't matter what it is, their communication is evil, but you call yourself good. You consider yourself to be good. So evil communication corrupts good manners. So do you think the Most High will be mocked in his word? Or do you think his word shall stand? So the more and more and more and more and more you hang around wicked ass people, the higher the chances are that you may start to act wicked as hell. And be looking at yourself in the mirror saying, what the fuck is going on with me? Evil communication corrupts good manners. Corrupts. If you don't know what the word corrupt means, look it up and understand for yourself and then come back and watch the rest of this video. It's going to corrupt you. So if your good manners are corrupted, that means they turn to bad manners. You see? So let's say you're a modest, honest, chaste woman. Humble, meek, quiet spirit. And you hang around a bunch of hood rats, loud ass, bodacious ass, loud mouth ass females. Disrespectful as hell, hateful, conceited, selfish. Those are the women that you hang around. What do you think is going to happen to you the more you hang around them? Your light is going to dim. You're going to start to become corrupted. They're just going to keep pressuring you, pressuring you, pressuring you, pressuring you until you eventually give in to their bullshit. And you become corrupted like them. So what do you think you have to do, sis? Pull away maybe? Separate? Like he's been saying since the beginning of this whole story? Separate. The Lord hath chosen thee to be a separate people unto himself. For himself. That's what that means. A people for himself. Above all people. So the same thing with you, bro. If you call yourself a righteous man, of a humble spirit, righteous thinking, honorable, just, have morals, principles you stand on, walk in wisdom and knowledge, then what the hell does it look like you hanging around a bunch of fucking hoodlum ass niggas, cutthroats, liars, thieves, murderers, with their evil communication, not interested in changing? You're trying to hang around them all the time. You're going to get corrupted. They're going to be like, ah, man, fuck that, man. You better go fuck that bitch. Man, you better go make that money. No matter if it costs you to sell your soul, they'll tell you to do it. Because they don't have no moral values, no principles. So it corrupts you. See? So if you have friends of that nature or family members or whatever the case may be, what do you think you need to do? Maybe what Abba said today? Or just walk in your own understanding and think you won't be corrupted? Now, if you're walking in the light, and if that causes you to be by yourself, but you're walking in the light, can you be corrupted? No, because you don't have any evil communication around you to corrupt you. When you have a dream that you've set focused in your mind, you don't have anyone next to you saying, that won't happen. You're too dumb to do that. You really think you're going to be able to do that? That's crazy. You don't have anyone doing evil communication like that to you. Love believes all things. So when you tell somebody that you want to do something and they love you, they'll believe it. Love hopes all things. So when you tell somebody something that you want to do and they love you, they'll hope it for you. Love also seeks not his own. So if you tell somebody that you love, that you want something, they'll seek mutual benefit. Yours as well. They won't hate on your dreams and only want their dreams to succeed. That's not a friend. That's not a sister or a brother or anything. That's an enemy. That's a hater, a child of Cain. So like I said, it all comes down to that. Which one are you? Because if you sound like a Canaanite, then maybe you are. It walk like a Canaanite, talk like a Canaanite, maybe it just might be a Canaanite. But if it walk like an Adamite, act like an Adamite, maybe it just might be an Adamite. And we need to make a distinction here, don't we? Y'all walking around in your own understanding and in your own power, think you can be in all these situations and around all these crazy ass people, you ain't gonna feel it. Nope. You're gonna feel that shit. And if you're not strong enough to put that barrier up between you and that other energy, then you will succumb to it. It will corrupt you. And if you're wise, you'll come back to the living spring of a fountain of life to get rejuvenated when you've been sucked dry by some energy vampire who just wants to suck your energy all goddamn day. Ain't got nothing to talk about. Ain't talking about shit other than themselves. They come around you, talk about themselves all damn day like they're the coldest motherfucker in the world and you should just worship them and think they're the best thing ever since sliced bread and how everybody else does them wrong and everybody wants to be like them. And that's all they do all damn long. And you just find yourself just getting sucked and sucked and sucked and sucked dry. Like all you're thinking the whole time they're there is, can you just please get the fuck away from me, please? That's all you're thinking inside of yourself. So why it's best to just separate. See, that's why. See, I don't deny my source. When life get to sucking on me, I know where to go. To the good shepherd who lead me beside still waters. Lead me in green pastures. See, when you're a sheep, you need two things. You need good, clean, healthy water to drink. See, you need green grass. And you're good. Well, the good shepherd leads you beside still waters. And he leads you in green pastures. So then he's a good ass shepherd. So I go to him when I want to be filled up with green grass and water. See, still waters, healthy, living waters. You see? Now, I don't know what source you go to when you want to be filled up. I don't know. I advise that you go to the source, Yahusha. That's the way you get to the Father. See, if I'm a man on earth, I would be wrong as hell if I told you about Abba Yah without telling you about Yahusha. Because he's the way that you get there. That's how you get to the Father. If you don't have the Son, you don't have the Father. So I would be amiss if I talked about Abba Yah all this whole video. Yes, we need to serve God, I left Yahusha out. Then I don't got the Father if I don't got the Son, see? Because the Son revealed the Father. If I'm doing that, then that means that I don't believe Yahusha did his work. I have to do it. I have to reveal the Father, see? But I don't. I reveal the Son. The Son reveals the Father in his clarity because that's who he is. That's his job to do it. You see? It's just my job to steer you to Yahusha. The one who's going to bring all the things to remembrance of that Yahusha said. That's my job. So I don't know, you all on this enlightening journey or whatever the hell you want to call it, rising, ascension, whatever the shit words you guys want to put on it. You're running around this earth listening to all kinds of shit. Gaining all kinds of wisdom and knowledge, which is nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with doing that. But you'll find at the end of it that it's love. That's the highest, strongest vibration to attain. Once you know how to embody love, then you have become the conqueror of all things. No one can deny that, see? No one can. So you're going to run and run and run and run and run and run and run. And then you're going to say, well, it's love. And then you're going to say, well, how do I learn how to do that perfectly? There stands Yahusha, love incarnate. He's the only one who can reflect it perfectly because he's the divine reflection of Abba Yah, his only begotten son. And direct image means begotten. Direct image of the Father. It's just like if you had 6 sons, brother, but you got one son look exactly like you. They'd be like, damn, that's your only begotten son. They're shit. Carlos and shit, he kind of looked like you, but he looked mostly like his mama. Barry, he looked a little bit like you, but he looked most like his mama too, shit. Or maybe a little blend. But Jeff, he looked just like your ass. And boy, you look just like your damn daddy. Image. Likeness. But not just outward, inward as well. And that's what makes him unique. He reflects Abba Yah's essence. So he's able to exude it, to express it in its perfection. So if you don't come in alignment with that, then your ass just desolate. You don't gotta believe it if you don't want to. That's up to you. That's your choice. I'm not gonna force it down your damn throat. I'm just gonna tell you that's what it is. You see? Because everybody's scared as hell out here. Everybody's got all this fear. Wondering what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? How are we gonna do this? We gotta stock up on this. We gotta get ready for that. This is coming. They're gonna do that. Why don't you just rest in Abba Yah's promises for you? Because you don't know them. See? Well, how do you find out what they are? Submitting to his word. That's all. And that's it. Silawam Yisrael.